Pow, pow, oh shit. Pow, 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 pow. Come on, bro. Morning. Okay, let's see what we got going on today, bro. Uh, the Geo trade that we had yesterday ended up running as well. Like, we had this at a 2R. I think at around 2R, yeah. Ended up running. I kind of knew it because I've seen this pattern a lot of times, and this is where price engineers liquidity before massively going, but that's all good. And right now I'm still focused on consistency. So let's see what we got going on today. Do we have some volatility? Do we have some potential trades? Let's start with these are going to be for New York. We will not worry about indices right now. We'll only focus on this. Sadly, we cannot be trading UJ pairs, JPY pairs, and we cannot be trading UK and DAX, but it's all good though. Let's see. I do like this high for a potential raid on liquidity here. I'm not even gonna make my analysis. I feel like right now it's just not necessary to be making analysis. I can really do do it manually, do it like this, have an idea of where the market is going. So we start with GU. Overall, this should be in low resistance target. We should be reaching towards the high. That's overall bias, right? But we do have this PI here. We're gonna see. I would be down to keep looking at buys if we manage to sweep this low. Hourly, we also have an hourly AVG, so this becomes a potential trade. If we sweep this low, we come back into this consolidation here. From here, I'm gonna be looking at buys, right? If we sweep here, it will be perfect, maybe into this breaker block here. So that's gonna be my idea. Euro, generally the same. We have this hourly AVG to hunt for, so this is gonna be our drawn liquidity. Let's look at recent price action. What do we have? Still, we'll wait for a sweep here. Would not really prefer on trading before we sweep. Still probably hourly AVG. Yeah, so we have kind of the same idea both on Euro and GU. I want to see these lows getting swept. AU is way stronger. We already have this pretty good gap to just follow higher, but I'm not sure I want to be trading AU. But we have really clear target. At least this is our clear target we should be reaching for. Gold again looks pretty bullish here. We might actually be scalping gold today. It looks decent. We have really strong structure already. The raid on sell side already happened, so the best area would have been if we come to this inverse, but this is already a pretty good gap. So considering on us on us closing, yeah, we have really easy targets toward the high here. USD CHF not really doing much. Yeah, we will see, but overall we should be fine. This would be a good sell, but we cannot be trading that, so yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Boom, let me open my Hanko Axe. So yesterday we ended up finishing the day at around the break even. We got really chopped by Nasdaq, which is so good, but we ended up making like $6 to be able to recover at least these losses on Nasdaq, and we had a small loss on the scaling, but overall still around break even on the account. It's like we having a fresh start. We're just gonna ignore yesterday. Yesterday wasn't that great, but shit happens, right? We'll not have perfect days, but yeah, overall Euro very solid draw. Same with the XY, probably we just be looking to be drawn towards this. Should be really solid on drawing higher. We don't really have any problems, at least until high resistance gets met, which is from here. I would say we have high resistance, but it already looks like it mitigated it. But though I'm still waiting for the sell side to get swept, I really see the sell side getting swept. If it doesn't, that's all good, but this will be a very good scalp if we manage to do this, and from here we can actually leave a pretty high RR trade because we're on bias. So now I'm kind of looking a bit on when to leave my trades run more and it's definitely when we are on bias, that's for sure. And yeah, also gold looking pretty good here. It's just a bit overextended, but I think we'll be fine because this is a very pivotal FVG and we have a really easy draw that we should be reaching, even though we took this high, but we're gonna see. I'm not sure we can be trading gold. That's what I want to check out right now. Is can we trade gold? Let's add gold here. It's a bit weird platform, but I'm getting a bit more used to it. Boom, and now we will click gold from here. I want to see, for example, we're gonna come here. We're gonna try and have a stop loss to see, for example, what if I have, yeah, it's fine. It's actually, we're basically on, yeah, we're fine on trading gold, so we can be trading gold as well. GG, we cannot be trading, so I want to see, can I remove this from, I'm not sure I can, but oops, what did I do? GBP JPY, I want to remove it because we cannot trade GJ, but yeah, we'll see. So we have Nasdaq. I'm curious, sometimes Nasdaq offers setup, but we ended up massively printing bullish. My bias was kind of correct, but I got chopped really hard in this move. But a bullish structure, clearly I should have been a bit more, how would I say, married to that bias yesterday, but it's all good though. We might have a potential sold, but I don't know if I want to necessarily do it here. We have this hourly gap, maybe we sweep Asian highs, and from here we look to be targeting this low. Yeah, it's a nice, semi-nice liquidity setup that we potentially have. US 30 is way weaker, but I don't want to be doing this, and Nasdaq is the strongest, so maybe SPX, but SPX doesn't, I mean, in this case it kind of moved yesterday. Let us see. It kind of moved indeed, so we might have that. If we sweep Asian highs here, we might potentially have a trade, but yeah, here we did take this low, but I wouldn't really be buying towards high resistance. So USD CHF probably not gonna be trading in, probably still euro the best, but we already kind of rated sell side here, so I'm not sure if we're gonna be retracing with geo as well, but we will not be trading that. We might have like a very short London setup. We might actually have this. So for example, if we rated all the buy side, if we inverse here, we can actually be looking to target this low, but it's a very small idea. This is the type of idea that we cannot really hold for long. This is the type of idea that I would just have like a strict target because it's risky, but we're also going counter trend. We're basically trading a retrace, but when we're on trend, we can leave our trades run way more. So we're gonna see about that, but yeah, I don't really like necessarily trading here on AU. So I'm gonna take a break for like 5 minutes. I don't know why my eyes keep hurting, right? But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna wait for London Open. I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes. Probably gonna pay a bit of attention to euro. I do like how euro is looking over time frames, and I'm not sure. I don't think we even traded euro on this account. Probably not. And yeah, from Nasdaq, I learned yesterday that I know a lot of people are trading Nasdaq Open or in Market Open, but I feel like that's just to troll, because in the Market Open we get some sort of manipulation, and even in this case it was the false move on Market Open. We just mitigate here and then we choose the real market move. Same way here, we just massively manipulated before choosing the intended direction. So from now on, I'm really gonna wait for Nasdaq to settle and for liquidities to settle, and that that volatility to settle in the market before considering to trade it, right? Because I feel like it's just troll to be trading it. So we're gonna see. I do like euro's price action here, but I do want to see either we have a potential short to be targeting the sell side, or but yeah, we have a chance of living from here. So I would prefer buys, but considering where we are now, we're probably gonna get a retrace. Might have that inversion, but it looks choppy. Oh shit, people be watching in AFK. Sorry for that, bro. Yeah, we either hold this higher or we don't. Big brain, big brain moment. But yeah, I'm still waiting. I would like to see the sell side swipe, but we're gonna see if we actually have that. Let's see what we got. For now, it's looking like it's holding, but I would still prefer, like, I wouldn't really be chasing buys here. It makes no sense. It's very overextended, even though we sell side, like, this was probably the best opportunity, but pre-London. Sometimes we end up having deliveries like this, but it's just really inconsistent to be taking them, right? It's very inconsistent to be taking them because, yeah. This already looks like a good displacement, but we ain't gonna take that shit. AU is very overextended. We're gonna wait for this code, but code is overextended as well, so I wouldn't really be sure about that. Pardones. Already looks like a good displacement, but it's just, I know it's very likely. I want to see us come either into here, because it looks like a good gap. We're probably gonna short, which can be a good idea also. Account, what did I do, bro? To short off here, especially if we form a bearish gap, it can be a really decent trade because we swept Asian highs and we can anticipate us retracing. But this is kind of a cock block, and the idea would be really small. If you think about it, would be like a 1-to-1, which is fine. Sometimes it's fine to take shit like this, but I do want to see us at least leave a bit from here, so we're gonna see. Let me move this to my second monitor. Geo is still waiting on this low to get swept, and here we don't really have a lot of momentum though. Reaching lower. I would like us to return a bit towards this breaker, and from here keep buying. That would be a great buy because Asia looks really good to continue its trend here. We rated liquidity, we broke structure, and from here I would, again, equilibrium prices look, it perfectly overlaps with this order block, breaker block, whatever you want to call it. This FVG sweeping this low, so it would be kind of great to see that. But yeah, we're gonna see. Let's see if we form a gap. I'm down to take this small counter trend trade, like for a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2.5 if we especially break. But if we reject, that's pretty much gonna go bullish. I would be down because it's a decent counter trend trade, but I do want to see some movement out of this because it's a very small inversion, and for now we're still respecting this 1 minute right here. So I would want to see a bit of momentum here before considering to take this trade. But it looks like we're gonna build that fractal, so it's interesting. We're probably gonna do some, okay, we're already kind of breaking. This can be an idea, but already kind of displacing, so I'm gonna wait for some sort of retracement before considering anything pretty much. Let's see, we don't have euro here, we're gonna add in. So we're gonna just be looking here on how we form. I would still say we're easily hunting that sell side. I do like bearish prices, but yeah, I would wait for a gap to form here. It's not, I would still wait for some more structure. We're lacking a bit of displacement, so I'll wait for us to retest here, maybe retest here and then get a proper break. We get better R like this. Even though it's a good trade to take towards this, I wouldn't really force on a move like this. The move looks weak as fuck, so I wouldn't really be forcing it. But it's pretty clear that we're gonna retrace at this point. But yeah, it's a counter trend trade, that's why we're so slow. But we gonna see Gengi. I do want to see that slow retracement. I would want to see us retest here, and from then on I can take the short. We have like this very micro sell side now, which is good, and we have this, we have potentially retracing to this, so we have a pretty decent retracement trade. But this is the power of scalping, right? On scalping, you don't have to be taking trades on trend always, right? But when taking trades counter trend, we have to be really careful at R, or what exactly are we targeting. That's why it makes a difference. Like when we're taking counter trend trades, we will have 1 to 2 to at most 3 R. But when we're taking those on trend trades, that's when we can leave those runners go. The same we had yesterday, right? Even though I don't know where my trade disappeared, but I have no idea where my trade disappeared. But I think it was like right here, the trade that we took yesterday. I took profit on this high here at a 2R, but look how much price ended up running. And same with this trade here that we took in London, ended up hella fucking running. But yeah, it's all good though. Let's see how we behave here, because again, it can be a decent short here. Advanced option stop loss would be here because we're selling. Stop loss would be I'm actually gonna sell here because again, I think it's a good counter trend trade, and I'm not realistically gonna set a take profit yet. So we shorted like this of this inversion, but we got kind of badly filled by spread, which is all good. I'm just anticipating like intuitive play here, and our take profit should generally be this area. Let's see. Hourly. Yeah, technically we have the hourly gap getting mitigated, which makes the trade a bit risky, but I would say we're still going to be drawing towards that this gap. So around here we're going to have our main take profit. Generally it's a bit risky because we're targeting a mitigated POI, but in this case, since it's mitigated pre-market open, I think it's still fine to be taking it, because we have sell side getting generated, lower time frame. So I think we're going to reach this, and at least this gap we should be reaching towards, which is enough for our idea, right? And we're holding this really small gap. Yeah, this is a riskier trade, but that's how you're going to trade scalp, and you're going to take retraces as well. I think overall here is our short, so I'm down to be wrong again. I'm really expressing my skill, and I'm trying to grow every day, and I still think we're gonna see that retracement, especially with the sell side being built here. So we might have a short trade. I would still say we come into this, but we have to be careful at this gap here. Stop loss is above this high, which should hold in theory. Even though the move lacks displacement, I still believe in the move, but we're gonna see if I'm wrong or not. If I'm wrong, it is what it is, right? Let's see GU, okay. Hi bro, hi. How are you doing today? I'm curious if this actually plays out. It kind of came in this area, but we're gonna see. I still believe we're gonna hold that inversion, but it's not a necessity. Now we should start seeing a bit of displacement. But yeah, our entry is not great. The trade is not the highest quality, but it's a decent trade for me to take. I would take this though. What matters is that we hold this inversion. Actually, that's all what matters. Our fill is not great again, but it's all good though. How are you doing today, bro? Do you plan on trading today? Gold is overextended. SPX, I do want to see. Yeah, but we're realistically not going to be trading SPX. See, we're trying to get a bit of momentum, but yeah, we have to be definitely careful at this. I still see us displacing lower. It's up to, of course, it's up to price, but you have to be careful at these equal lows and at these gap especially. I would still hold my profit, my take profit towards these equal lows here, relative equal lows. It's risky play. but I'm still fine on it. That's the power of intuition, right? Playing. That's how I treat trading nowadays. Just like playing. To be honest, I don't really be caring about profitability anymore. But yeah, I do think this trade is still good. Because I've traded this model so many times, right? I've traded Asian raids so many times for such a long period. But price, of course, doesn't have to be right, or I don't have to be right. But I would still see us coming into here because 50-minute FVG ride, still very, very likely we're gonna see that retracement. It's a retracement trade, definitely. That's why I'm down to live maybe towards this final here, but we're gonna manually close this if we even start running. But we're a bit struggling right now. Looking for opportunities. Okay, bro, nice. Let's see. GU still probably gonna retrace, except it's just stronger than Euro. It's kind of struggling. Yeah, it's kind of struggling. I don't know if this is gonna work, but all good though. It kind of failed the lower high here. I feel like we should have displaced lower of that move, but it depends. We still have this 1 minute FVG here, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like we're gonna hold it. Yeah, it's probably gonna be bullish of this. We're gonna see. Entry could have been better, yes. Patience, bro, patience. If it's a loss, it's a loss. Like, I'm not really trading to be right. I'm trading to kind of express my ideas and my skill. I still think it's not a bad trade. Sell side. Asian highs taken, but we kind of are not reacting yet. We might get swept, and then we might get the opportunity of entering again. It depends a lot on what price is gonna do, but I do care a lot about how we behave to this inversion, but we don't really look like we care that much about this inversion though. But we gonna see. At least this gap, this is very beneficial for price to retrace towards. Entry not great. I need to work a bit more on my entries and take a bit of a better entries, but still all good though. Take profit. Let's see. Let's actually set a take profit. I'm probably gonna be looking to manually close this. If we get but around here, I'm probably gonna set my main take profit around equilibrium prices. So let me come here, add a take profit. I'm gonna add my take profit around this order block, which is around $8. Oh, that's a lot if we manage to make this much. But oops, I'm on daily. Oh, we're on a daily AVG as well. We're kind of struggling a bit, but I still believe in version 10 here, so that's why I'm gonna still hold around break even right now, but still struggling. It's weird price action, but yeah, sometimes this happens. Okay, AU is looking like it's being bullish. On AU, I'm down to take that scalp towards the high, so we're gonna see. But I don't like that we're very overextended. That's one thing I really don't like here. Let's see, Euro's flipping slightly bearish. I do want to see us. I want to see some intent, and I do want to see a gap form around these lows right here, around these equal lows. I do not want to see price wick this sell side. I want to see a big ass gap form. Kind of building intent, but I do like how we keep rejecting that 1 minute inverse. This inversion here, it should be red though. Still struggling, right? Not the cleanest price action, but it's all good though. I don't like, this is the only thing I don't like about this trade, but it can be again like short-term scalp that we take for the highs here, for the higher time frame liquidity that we have. Yeah, this can work. Yeah, probably gonna drag Euro with it and probably gonna be bullish on Euro. Yes, this is probably stopped out, but we're probably gonna be looking to take this though. If we retest that, where is AUD USD? Yeah, it's dunsies, but it's all good though, gangy. don't be worrying about that shit. But yeah, it already got stopped out. It's not a bad trade, but yeah, we just refuse to print lower though. Want to see us retrace here. I want to see what if I have like a stop loss below here. Lot size would be around 6. I don't want to see us retrace. Euro didn't really care at the end of the day, but it's probably gonna be a later move. I do want to see inversion, this inversion, but I would want to see a deeper retracement. So maybe this is gonna be a limit actually. Boom, buy limit is gonna be on this. Yup, sir. Yeah, see, Euro still struggling, but I still do believe in that short here. We might have just came to manipulate. I still do believe in that short, but in AU in the buy, so we're stronger. On the inversion here, take profit is, let me see on the higher time frames. This platform is weird, but take profit should be around these pending orders. One to 1.5. Spread is pretty big on AU. And like, yeah, like a 1.15 is our trade idea, which is fine. If we get top 10, of course. Still believe we come into that inversion. If we don't, that's all good. We're probably gonna come, either we hold lower from here, from this 1 minute gap, and we start breaking, and then I'm taking my short again, or I don't know. Spread is pretty big on AU. We gonna see. Juice pretty weak here, but again, not gonna look to short that. I still want to see those shorts kind of play it out in Euro, but we're very slow for now, very slow. Okay, now we got tapped in on this AU. So the first target we have. Maybe am I trolling? I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty much trolling on this Euro short. Trolling on the Euro shorts though. We have a take profit set on the. Oops, let me refresh. But spread is fucking horrendous on AUDUSD. Yeah, I've been taking kind of troll trades. I have to stop, right? Like this is not a worthy displacement. Not even here is not a worthy displacement, and we would have wanted to see the high taken before taking trades. I need to focus a bit more. Like I keep getting into bad habits that I used to have when I started trading, but it's all good though. because I have this bad habit, right? It reminds me when I was started trading, when I take these gambles, and there's this thing, right? Not every trade is worth taking. That's the thing I have to remember, and I have to use my experience to also, uh, pardon, filter trades, right? So in this case, this move was weak. We shouldn't have traded it. We should have waited for price to come back, sweep, and then if we have a proper move lower, then we actually be, yeah. So I have to filter a bit more. That's the problem right now. Still, it's a lot of freedom in your trading. That's why it's a bit hard to be trading like this. But I think I'm still confident that I'm gonna make it work because I know that I'm a good trader and I know I have the skill to be doing this, but it just has to be optimized a bit where, for example, okay, this is actually a good trade. Look how much displacement we have between the move. This is a good trade to be taken compared to this, right? Like the shorts here, this is just like stupid gamble, right? It's still gambling like what I'm doing now because I don't have rules. I don't have pretty much anything. I just take trades what I want. It needs to be able to identify which gambles in quotes are worth taking, right? For example, this is a good trade and both of these losses should have been avoided. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's really clear. And that's really clear. This was the trade that was worth taking, at least for now, right? For now, this was the trade that was worth taking. And Geo, maybe if you come back and sweep this low, this is another trade that is worth taking. And that's, yeah, I need to apply trade selection, definitely. Because I'm a good trader. It's just that I had this bad habit in my mind that, oh, yeah, I'm seeing this short right here. I'm taking it no matter what. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. That's just it, kind of. I need to be a bit more aware of trade selection because trade selection is really important. So that's pretty much it. Like, this was okay worthy trade. We could have even scaled in here. So this was the trade that we should have taken. Like, clearly the zero trade, not a bad idea, but we clearly lacked displacement lower, so it was clearly a bad trade. Very small gap here. Like, I already know these things, but I just have to be aware and use my skill when I'm doing these things, right? So we're gonna see if this goes. If not, that's all good though. For me, it matters really my process right now. Really matters on me taking better trades, 50-minute trades that make sense, trades that have a bit of a story behind them, not really just taking any trades that pass your head or that you think are gonna work. That's the big difference. Because now we're looking like we're getting that good displacement on EURC. It was just all about patience here. And now we can actually take the short because now it's looking like actually a good trade to be taking the short because we swept that Frankfurt Open buy side liquidity. We usually need to have some sort of buy side liquidity rate, and then this is a bit better, but I'm not sure I want to be taking this right now still. So still keeps getting rejected. The sellers keep getting rejected. Price is just consolidating, so we don't really want to participate. I would still prefer us coming either here and buying from here, or coming back into this from here and from here buying. So it's just about being a bit more patient, to be honest, and really choosing the trades that are worth taking. This is a trade worth taking, no matter if it works or not. This is a good trade because we had proper displacement. We had this market structure shift, relative market structure shift, and we had this inversion. So this is a trade worth taking, no matter if it fails or not. That really doesn't matter, but it matters if the trade was worth taking, right? So it's really about me getting used to this way and still being disciplined, right? Because you have this much freedom, you don't have rules to trade. You basically don't have rules to trade, and when you have this much freedom, you tend to be taking like bullshit trades, if that makes sense. You tend to be taking bullshit trades. And yeah, this again, it was a good short, but what the fuck is this? Like, come on. Like, we came and wicked that a 1 minute gap, but yeah, it's just garbage how we formed the price here. Maybe of this inversion of the market short shift, but the displacement still looks like shit. So even though my idea would technically can play out, it's still not worth taking. So yeah, I still say we should deliver towards the highs here on AUDUSD. And I don't really care about the money, I just care about the trades I take, right? But yeah, boom, 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 and now we're kind of switching structure again, which is definitely not necessarily a good sign. And Euro probably will work, but yeah, it's just weird ass price action. Just technically, in my eyes, it's just a temporary reaction of this high. So I mean, it might actually even be scaling in here if we inverse back again above. Yeah, Jew looks the weakest here, even though the setup, not great, but it does look the weakest. So yeah, it's all about like choosing like good opportunities. I already know what good opportunities are. It's just like having that awareness when I'm trading. You get what I mean? Like this is a good opportunity, good displacement, and everything. The context is good. We're trading off a 50-minute gap just to take the higher time for high. It is a bit overextended, but that doesn't really stop the trade from working, in my opinion. So we just have to be a bit more, how do I say? Yeah, a bit more selective, right? A bit more selective. That's probably the word. I might be scaling in here because we're inverting, so I do want to see that gap form here. I'm probably gonna limit off this. Boom. If we actually close the gap, advanced option stop loss would be still around these. Like this is a proper sizing, I would say. But I don't want to see. We're probably gonna do market actually, but not a great close, I would say. Yeah, not a great close. Still waiting to see some respection at least. For me, it matters that we hold and we do not break below this bearish cap. This is not necessarily great. I do want to see still being patient here. Now I'm probably gonna mark it. We're looking like we're respecting, but bro, where did I get filled, bro? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, so this is a good trade. This is what I should be trading, right? But yeah, sometimes, yeah, you need to learn, right? I'm very early in trading like this, so it's all good. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of mistakes, but it just matters that I learn fast from them. That's all that matters to me, that I learn fast from them. I just was patient to see how price leaves from this 1 minute gap. Then I entered here. Yeah, I did take some stupid fucking trades here, but you gotta learn, right? You gotta learn. I'm not gonna be mad at myself because what? I took some losses on a fucking personal account. Hell no. I'm not gonna be mad at that. We should be continuing here towards our higher time frame target. That's what I'm paying attention to. And with these, we're gonna be able, even though yeah, we didn't technically make money, we're gonna be able to only kind of recover what we lost on euro. It's still fine, bro. It's still fine. It's all good though. I'm not here to be making money. I'm here to do what I love and kind of perfect my craft, right? Perfect my craft, and that's all I really care about. This can be another pretty decent scaling, but I do want to see a bit of a more aggressive close here, and we just keep scaling in, to be honest. I'm not gonna do that much. I'm probably gonna do around 1, and I'm probably gonna place the buy limit here, and the stop loss is gonna be around still here somewhere, so I'm gonna place also the buy limit a bit higher. That's it. Invalid distance. We're gonna do market, I guess. I don't know what this invalid distance is, but yeah, I have no idea what that is. Okay, now it worked. Yeah, this looks like a really good gap. So I'm just kind of cascading into the cascading. Is that even a word? Just killing into this position because I see it working and I like it. So, but it kind of looks like a breakaway. I'm not sure if we're gonna necessarily tap it, but I do like where the gap is formed around these highs. So this ends up being a pivotal price point. Yeah, this should be an easy target for Yeah. Let's see. The tree still looks good. It's not as strong as U and U, but this is what where we get an opportunity, and our idea is not that long, so it's just fine at the end of the day. But I'm not sure this is gonna get tapped though. We need a deeper pullback. See how spread is the difference here of spread. It clearly shows here. We need a bit more. No, probably tapped us in. Okay. How's the day going, brother? Good, good, bro. Good. How's yours? We're in this trade here. Let's see if it works out. Slightly risky now because we did take the range high, but I still believe we're gonna hold. How's your day going, bro? You looking to trade today? You see any opportunities? Basically scaled in once. So this is our main position. Scaled in here. Scaled in here. Final take profit. Just gonna hold that shit. Very good inspection here. On two of the orders I don't have to take profit, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we manage to hold this shit. Let me play some music. Yeah, Euro ended up massively displacing. Euro's probably not gonna be as oh, never mind. Yeah, this looks like a good gap that we should definitely just keep holding higher, but it's up to price though. As always, it's up to price. Trade selection is very important in scalping. I feel like that's what I realized today. Just keep learning things, because yeah, it's kind of a new method and you have a lot of freedom. That's the not bad part, but that's the hard part. You have a lot of freedom, so you don't really necessarily have to restrict yourself, but you have to be filtering a lot of trades and take the worthy ones. We're taking a bit of our time, but I still believe we should be holding this. It is a chance that we inverse, and if we inverse, it's pretty bad, but we do have this order block, so I still think it's a decent trade. We still have the higher time frame target right here. We're gonna see. Just made a deeper pullback, but we do have also this good order block, which is what we might be coming for. But yeah, our stop loss is pretty big for a scalp, but it's all good though. Yeah, see, this trade should be fine though. Looks like a no-brainer. Look at this shit. First take profit is getting hit here. I'm considering how I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with these positions. Probably gonna go break even, probably maybe trim them. I'm not sure how to trim on this platform, but yeah. We should be fine still on reaching higher though. Yeah, we're getting a lot of movement. Yeah, the scaling was good. This trade is good. That's the thing. Our TP is a bit higher actually. It's like oh, it's not. It's in 295 or no, it's in 300 something. For now we're looking good. So we actually have a bit of better. We have 1.7. Let's see, we should just kind of explode. We did take one of the highs, so we gotta be careful. I would still say we're holding towards that next high, but we just gotta be careful here. Yeah, if we would have, again, this is the problem, like yesterday and today I would have been profitable if I would have just avoided like this dog shit short that I took on market open, but it's all good though. Okay, our TP is already almost getting hit, my bad. One of our TPs. Probably gonna look to be closing two of them. And let one run. We're really close to be hitting that TP. Patience, bro, patience. Probably gonna close. Let's see how we behave. I would have liked to see that TP getting hit here, but it's all good though. We still have the gap. We should just be respecting bullish order flow at this point. So kind of unlucky we didn't hit it, but yeah. Let's see this big ass gap still hold price. Like we should just be holding bullish order flow, but we did have a bit of a stretch here with our TP. Maybe I should have trimmed. I'm not sure. Did we take this high? We did take it, so maybe I should have already had my TP there, but now it's a bit late to do that. Yeah, this high got taken. My TP was badly placed. We should have been out this trade once we reached the second high, but now we got away. Let's see, because it's too late. We pretty much doing anything. We should still hold bullish order flow though, but now it gets riskier because again we took two of these highs, which makes it, yeah, relatively risky. But oh shit, okay. So I don't have TP on top of the positions. I'm probably gonna be closing both of these. We're gonna see. I do want to see price print a bit more because I do want to practice leaving my runners a bit more. High code. Oh, Cody. What's your name? I'm not sure. Code. How are you today, bro? On TradingView we hit the TP, but on this we didn't really hit the TP. But we should still be initiating, considering the rebalance we have. We should be fine on holding TP here. But it's kind of stalling, or is my platform lagging, or I'm not sure. Okay, so one of our okay, we're fucking flying, bro. I'm still gonna, as I said, I'm leaving my runners run. We're a lot of profit right now, but yeah, I'm still gonna let it run because it looks like we have a lot of momentum. So the thing is, we might be reaching towards this, but I'm not sure though. But I do want to leave it run to see how we're doing. Okay. I want to see how we behave here, actually. If we continue the movement or if we hold the gap higher. Because we can have a lot of R here. So I did kind of like trim. Technically, one of the positions got taken around here, so already like $3. We did lost previously on euro, which was very stupid trades, but we're just gonna ignore that fact, right? we're just gonna ignore those trades because I would have been highly profitable. Right now, all I need to do is avoid bad trades and trades like take trades like this one right here. But we're fucking flying, bro. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, bro. Like on some trades, it's a good choice to not have a TP, but let's see what we're doing. Do want to see if we have momentum to be reaching into that high. I'm not sure I necessarily want to because we have this inversion, so I'm not exactly sure if we're gonna have that momentum. We keep kind of rejecting it, but we're gonna let it see because you never know. I do want to see some price here, depending on how price behaves. You're also kind of flying though as well. I think I'm actually gonna close this one and leave this running, to be honest. But I don't want to see price behavior a bit more because we might be just keep initiating, yeah, and it might just be stupid to close too early. So I do want to see some price because we might just straight up be reaching for that. You never know with the market, but yeah, because we're looking like we're balancing price action like lower time frame here on this Wix. But yeah, this is a pretty crazy trade. And if we reach this, I'm probably gonna close all the positions on this side. But god damn, bro. God fucking damn, bro. It was a wise choice to not set TP on those trades, on these trades. At least not now. Of course, now it's just break even mentally. But I do want to see if we reach into the high because we do have this higher time frame high here. We had 3 highs basically. So I do want to see if we have momentum. But definitely, yeah, definitely a good trade to start the day. We're gonna ignore these stupid shorts that I took previously on Euro, but it's still good because we're still in profit basically for the day, at least for now. It would be nice just to meld towards TP, but I'm actually gonna set probably gonna close one and still leave one runner actually on this right here. When we're gonna hear the alert going off on trading view, I'm gonna close this. Bro, but price just keeps going, bro. Price just keeps going. God damn. Price just keeps going, bro. It doesn't care. God damn. Just keep going, like no regards. No regrets. Of this rebalance, that kind of changed everything. Bro, price just keeps going, bro. Like it just keeps boom, 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 just going. Let's see here. Here I'm closing this one, this bigger position. If you reach that. Greedy. Oh my god, like price just keeps fucking printing bullish candles. This is, oh my fucking god, this is kind of crazy though. Oh my god. When that alert is gonna go off on trading view, this one, I'm closing. I said it, I'm closing once the alert goes off. Probably gonna close this as well, but I'm not sure though. I want to see $4 and I'm closing and that's it. I don't need. Or bro, what is this? We just keep going higher. What? Bro. Bro, what is this? We just keep going. Okay, now I'm probably gonna close this and I'm done. I don't need more than this, bro. We made a lot on this. We made a lot on this. Oh my fucking god, bro. This trade was crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't need more than this. Even if price keeps going, it's already a 4R. What the fuck was this trade, bro? What? We still made, bro. I can't be done for the day here. Like, if I didn't have those stupid trades on euro, we would have been $4 more in profit. But does it really matter though? Okay though. This was crazy. I can legitimately be done for the day here. I don't need to be taking any trades because we just grew $10. Okay, bro. Nah, this trade was absolutely crazy. I'm not gonna lie. What happened? I don't know. But it was a wise choice to let our runners go. One take profit I had here, and then both. I had like 3 scale-ins basically. I had one, my main position here. Then I scaled in here, scaled in here. Main take profit was on the first high, and then the last 2 positions I closed here. Like, this was a crazy fucking trade. I'm not gonna fucking lie. This was crazy. And that's it. Do you need more than this? This is basically done for the day. This is done for the day. I don't need to do more than this. I was kind of like, bro, I was weird. Like, I was so nonchalant because I don't know why, but we might still be holding. Do I need more? I don't need more. It's already a 4R for the day. Bro, come on, bro. The fuck? I don't need more than this. Because all my higher time frame targets got reached. We came for this high. I don't need more than this. This is, thank you God, actually. Thank you God for this trade, to be honest. Thank you God for this. Yeah, great fucking day, bro. I'm not gonna lie, great fucking day. I was kind of in shock a bit because price just kept running and running and running. I'm sending this to my friend because I have one friend that I'm always updating with my journey, and yeah, even with the losses. But yeah, this was crazy, bro. Like, to even need more than this. What the fuck? Do you not need more than this? If I'm able to cash trades like this on a daily basis, it's crazy. This is 12 pips actually. This is not such a big move, but we're trading 1 minute. That's why it's such a big move, because we're trading 1 minute. 12 pips is not a lot, but in terms of R, 4R, crazy. Even though I took these very stupid shorts here, we're just gonna pretend. These are some mistakes that I still do that I'm gonna stop, because I do tend to take some stupid trades. But bro, god damn. Yeah, like, there's like, there's nothing much. It's clearly a 10 out of 10, bro. Like a 10 out of 10, bro, for me. Even how I managed the trade, how I took one take profit here. This was my first take profit. I still think is the smart choice. We could have maybe leave even one more runner. Maybe that would have been a smarter choice, but to be honest, I'm just really content with 4R. I'm really content for the day. Like, we grew on the account. We were not even at 60. We were at around 55, and now we're at 70. Right? It's a pretty big growth. And if I can keep this shit going, bro, growing $10 a day is generally my target. If I can keep going like this, it's gonna be pretty cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. It's still kind of in shock, and it still looks like it's wanna run. But this is generally the power of scalping and the power of choosing the stronger pair, because AUD/USD was the strongest pair. Look at this, right? Look at Euro, look at GU, and look at AU. We're the strongest pair, and we just, like, it's a simple trade. We just traded off of 50-minute VG. We saw market structure shift and inversion, and we just scaled in on the position. And yeah, it's a simple trade, and it's 12 pips. This is the power of scalping. You don't need such a complicated trade, bro. This is a 50-minute. It's basically bias a 50-minute AVG and a 1-minute entry. That's what it all was about this trade, and low resistance drawn liquidity. That's simple. This is our target. Take it down for the day. You don't need more than this, to be honest. Yeah, pretty crazy trade today. Then think about it, bro. This is the part. This was over in 30 minutes, bro. This is why I love scalping so more. 30 minutes, bro. 30 minutes and you're done for the day. You make a fucking 4 hour in 30 minutes. Right now, we made about $15, which is still money because this is a personal account. But keep in mind when I'm gonna scale in, and when this account is gonna be like 1k, 2k, 3k, 10k, bro, this amount will go up significantly. It's just the trade keeps staying the same and the account will automatically grow, and it still looks like it's running, which is funny. But I'm content with this shit, to be honest. This is my idea. I'm content. Kinda crazy, to be honest. Kinda crazy. And this is it. I can be done for the day on this, like, legitimately. It's fucking crazy, to be honest. Thank God, bro. I thank God, bro, because yeah, I just thank God for giving me, I don't know, for making me press that buy button. I'm not gonna lie, because growing, for me, even growing $10 in a couple of minutes is crazy work. This is crazy. And you don't need a perfect trade. This is what I realized with time. I used to be so picky. I need a 4-hour confluence. I need 1 hour. I need that and that and that. I would have trades every 2 weeks or some shit like that. When all you need is a fucking 50-minute gap and a 1-minute entry pattern and be on the right buys for the day. And that's pretty much it. It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy. Good thing I was inspired on scaling in. For some reason I was inspired. I scaled in 2 positions. One on this red one here and one on this FVG here. But yeah, might still go, but we're very likely on retracing. I'm gonna continue the movement for New York. Yeah, I think I'm actually ending the stream here. I'm not gonna fully ignore the fact that I took two stupid fucking shorts here I took one short here, got stopped out, and I forced the same idea again and lost on Euro. I'm not gonna ignore this. Yeah, trading is simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna ignore the fact that I forced these really stupid trades, because trade selection is really important, because it gives me a higher edge. Because instead of making I don't know how much I made today, I also recovered 2 losses from Euro, which is not bad necessarily, but I don't want to they could have been avoided. $4. I would have made $4, and which is like 2% more than this if I would have just not take the stupid trades. I already know what stupid trades look like. I just have to consistently act upon them, and that's it. Bro, that was it for today. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely not gonna be looking at any opportunities. Not for London. Definitely not for London though. Not for London. Yeah, bro, this is it. Like, trading should be simple. Maybe there again, could have I done this differently? Yes, because one TP was here, one TP should have been here, and then I should have left one runner. But in the future, that's gonna be done. Right now, I'm really content with this trade, to be honest. Like a very W day. And that's what I realized with time. Trading is simple. You don't even need fucking rules. If you keep going and if you keep trading and keep learning, you're gonna reach a point where you don't even need rules to be trading, because you're gonna be knowing what a good setup looks like. Or you can have a rule like, okay, I'm having a 15-minute gap and bias. That's it. Not how I had, oh, I need this higher time frame profile, I need whatever 1 hour, 4 hour confluence, then I need an intraday profile, then I need an entry pattern, then I need that and that and that. That's just really overcomplicating it and makes things worse. You don't need that shit, bro. Like, you can just be trading your experience every day, your intuition. That's all you need. I mean, yeah, this trade is good, but we're gonna see how this week continues on going, to be honest. Probably gonna see you in New York. We're gonna be trading Nasdaq, and from yesterday, since I got really massively chopped on Nasdaq, I know that from now on I'm gonna wait for market open to play out, and that's what I recommend you guys to do as well. Trading market open in Nasdaq is very, very manipulative, and it's not really worth to do it. See what did market open do? Baited buyers in, got bought here, got stopped out. Okay, it's inversing. Now we're switching trend. Sold here, got stopped out. And then after like 30 minutes of market open, we end up choosing the real direction. And here on Silver Bullet, we actually, from here it's where the real opportunity starts and the real move starts, from like Silver Bullet timing. So kind of 1 hour into market open basically, and then we start printing the real move. This is just manipulation basically. Yeah, really grateful for this, God. I really thank you for this, and I really thank you for making me scalp, bro, because I don't know what I would have done. I did lose the 50k account, but I don't really care. And thank you, Cody, for being here on the stream. I really love you, bro. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna see you for how do I say, for New York. I'm just gonna chill. I'm probably gonna play some video games. Probably gonna work a bit on my videos. Yeah, I'm gonna start editing, and that's gonna be it. Crazy fun. It keeps running, which is what is crazy though. It keeps fucking running. Yeah, that's in the future. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the rest run, but for now, content with this. And yeah, thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you in New York.